Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today in Oakland Zoo. So we're kind of getting into the zoo a bit more now, working on our entrance area. I want to thank you all for your lovely feedback so far. Everyone seems to be enjoying the zoo so far and giving me lots of thoughts and suggestions on what I can do. So yeah, really appreciate that. One of the ideas was about the signs along the fence here. So I did put all these animals on. They're kind of temporary in a way, depending on what animals actually end up going in the zoo. But it was suggested that I could actually put, I think it was Valid Arc that put this suggestion forward, was to do media screens on here with pictures of the particular animals that I put in. I really like the idea. Actually, what I'm thinking of doing, because you could do custom pictures, can't you? So I do have a decent sort of photo editing bit of software that I use to make my thumbnails. So what I could do when I put an animal in is get a good screenshot of it and then create a picture, get some writing on it or something, and actually create a nice media screen on this wall for each of the animals that I put in some way. So I really like that idea, so thanks for that. I will definitely look into that. But today we're going to continue with our entrance building. It is coming along, but it's still a long way to go. So one thing that, well, one or two things that I've thought about while I've been away is I want it to look sort of practical in this zoo. I want a touch of realism. So obviously at the moment the members of staff here, they jump in and out of the front, which is fine. You can't stop them doing that. But what I want to do is make it look like they could be coming in a doorway back here somewhere. So what I'm thinking is whether I can add an extra facility in here, like I guess the trade centre would be the obvious one to try and put in. Yeah, like that. So if I could put the trade centre there we go, that's cool. And then I can put a fake door on the outside, and at least it will look like, you know, the pathway goes up to it, there's a door, people can go in and out. And they will, when I've got animals in there, they will actually go in and out. So yeah, I think that makes sense to do. What sort of door do I want? Hang on, where are the doors? Single door, double door. I think single door is all I'm going to need on this. So something like that, and then let's go with our favourite sign. I love this sign. This is the one that you can sink in to the wall and still have the writing showing, which I really like. Now what colour do I want the writing? I'm thinking white, probably. Hang on, is that white and white? There we go. Let's see if that shows up okay. If you get it just right. Oh, it's not going to work. Oh, why is it doing that? Well, that's bizarre, isn't it? Usually that works perfectly. I've never known it to not work. I wonder if that's to do with the colour. Let's just change it to black and see if it works. Excuse me. No. Oh, how bizarre. Okay, well, I'll tell you what then. Let's just leave it as a sign like that. That's fine. It's a perfectly good looking sign. It's fine. I can always do a bit of decoration around that as well, depending on what I do on the back side of the building here. And also this side over here, again, it is at the moment it's a building, but it's not a very practical looking building. So I do want, again, I want it to look like it could be functional. Not too sure how to do this actually, because I can't put a facility in here because it won't link up properly. Well, unless I can. No, it's not going to. No, it's really not going to work. I'm going to have to put some curbs in here, aren't I, as well, to stop people from walking across there. Okay, yeah, maybe this side I can't. I will just probably have to put a fake door on it and just make it look like people are using it. That's fine. That just gives me something else to think about. Right, so over here, what do we need? We need a roof. Let's be honest, we definitely need a roof on here. Now, roof-wise, I'm thinking of doing a flat plaster roof, probably white. Now, one of the other... Oh, hang on, what's going on there? That's meant to say plaster. One of the other suggestions... Oh, why is it doing this? Hang on, sorry, I don't know. Let's just... There we go, that was very strange. Sorry, one of the other suggestions that someone had, I think it was Stephen, I think, gardening for health and well-being. It was sort of a request really about doing a sort of a how-to video on how I do what I do basically, and how how you operate all these different building ideas in the game. Yeah, so very good idea. I will certainly have a look into that. I think it does take a long time to master this game, and I'm not saying that I have mastered it by any means, but what I mean is it takes a long time to get used to the controls basically. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It comes with time, certainly. Now, I'm not too sure what I'm doing with this roof yet. I was thinking of doing a kind of double layered effect. So, something like yeah, probably not that far in. Something like this, and then make this yeah, okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm sort of waffling to myself a little bit. Yeah, what I'm thinking is doing like a sandwich. So you have those 4 pieces like that. Then I'm hoping I can go around and highlight these pieces. One more in there. I have no idea if this is going to look any good at all. And then bring that up. Hang on. Yeah, it's a little bit square, isn't it? Let's have a think. Maybe I need to bring the whole lot out a little bit more. Kind of, yeah, have a bit more of an overhang. Okay, let's try that backwards as well. Okay, and then maybe sideways, although sideways are going to be a little bit more awkward because of actually I don't need to duplicate quite that many pieces, I don't think, do I? Yes, actually no, sideways I don't like because it's going to come out into that, which won't look very good. It certainly looks better with a bit of an overhang at the front here. Yeah, okay, let's go with that for now. I like it. I do like it. It's a shame that it's not quite. Hang on. Just wondering, how have I done this bit? I'm wondering if I could just lift that. Actually, lift this whole thing so that it's just that tiny bit higher. And that piece and that piece and that piece and that piece. And if I change the grid height like that, I can hopefully, oh hang on, and the grid size. I can get it above like that, yeah. Yeah, that's better. Now you can see the brown all the way through there. Much better. Good. Cool. Okay. I mean, we're nowhere near finished. Don't worry. I know that doesn't look great just yet, but it will look better. I promise. Let me just spin this baby around. Oh, hang on. I've got that massively wrong. Hang on. Like that. There we go. Just got a little gap to fill in along the side here. Okay. There we go. Good. Yeah, okay, I'm just checking from down here. Actually, that does look really nice from down here. It looks nice and smart. So we definitely need more texture. Ah, do you know what? There's this lovely metal piece, isn't there? I've used these before, and they are lovely. I don't know if it's going to suit this this look. Oh, actually, what are these ones? Mesh pieces. No. I always forget what these pieces are called. Here they are. Yes, the New World arches. I am a big fan of these pieces. I love it because, I mean, they're cool looking pieces, but also they kind of look like a giraffe pattern, don't they? The design on them. So I'm just wondering whether it's sort of suitable for this particular thing here. Right, let's just get a couple on. And then I can maneuver them. Well, actually, that's almost gone on perfect, but not quite. Let's just budge it over a tiny bit. Yeah, that's cool. Although, do you know what? I'm just wondering whether I can make it a little bit 3D actually. Maybe not that much. Let's get the angle snap off. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether I could actually have it doing something a bit different like that. Tell you what, I don't want it overlapping this sign here, so what I might just do actually is just bring it in a bit like that. I think I can just about get away with that. Just gives it that, yeah, just that little bit of sort of 3D effect. Brings it out. It's a very flat edge, this, which I don't particularly like. I think that looks much nicer being a bit more sticking out. I don't know what it does yet. I haven't figured that out yet. See, and then you've got these pieces, and these are lovely pieces. I don't think there's going to be a need for these anywhere yet on here. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing with this edge here, but that's, you know, those pieces are very large. It feels like that's like a display board. Like I could almost put some media screens on there actually, couldn't I? Some of the larger ones like this, the big, no, maybe smaller than 4 meter. What have we got? Got screen panels. Ooh, no, those are very big. You've got 2 meters, 4 meters. Okay. Oh, how about this then? Actually, let's. So I just had like a light bulb moment there. Let's go into our signs. Right. How about the white signs? Let's go with them. What are the white ones called? Do they? Ah, is it New World? Let's go with that. Let's try New World. Or new, at least. Let's see what I can do with these. Ah, that hasn't got them all on, has it? Yeah, see, I like the idea of having these, but on the back bit, not on this front bit. So actually what I might just do is let's just bring that over there for a minute. Ah, so okay, so New World isn't a good search to do because it doesn't have them all on. I'm thinking of the tree. You've got clouds. So let's just whack some of these up here for a minute. You've got clouds. You've got, What's that? That's just a circle. Oh, that's a bit big. That's a shame, actually. That's a really nice piece, but it is just a bit big. Ah, sun. I like the sun. I like the moon. We could possibly have both. Speech bubble, no. Stars. Oh, I do like the star. That's interesting. Yeah, potentially some water at the bottom of it might look nice. I think the world bit, no, that's not quite going to work for me. There are trees, aren't there, which I do like. Palm trees don't really make sense. These, that's the one. That's the tree, isn't it? I think. Yeah, that's going to be too big, but that one is great. I like that. What have we got? We've got sort of branches. We've got animals. We've got a big leaf there. Cactus. A few smaller types of leaves. A rock. And a rock. That's a really odd shaped rock. More leaves. We've got vines. Have a bit of potential, but not really enough room up here, I don't think. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. It's like a mountainy backdrop. That's interesting. I mean, they're actually stalactites, but they look more like mountains to me. Okay, that's a good starting point. Although, unfortunately, the waves don't really work with the tree there. So let's get rid of that. There is I thought there was yeah. See, that's a nice grass effect, but yeah, I'll think about it. Right, so let's have a look. Let's go with the sun right in this corner here. I think the tree would need to be something like that. Let's sink that in a bit. Let's give it to the moon. No, not really a lot of sense in having the moon as well as the sun, I don't think. I quite like these clouds. So a couple of clouds look good. Stars again don't really make sense, unfortunately. See, the tree logically would be a green, although I think it needs to be a brighter green. Hang on, let's find a good green. A really, yeah, an in-your-face green like that, because it needs to show up. And then these, I'm not sure about these ones. Hang on, what I need to do, let's just bring these back in for a second. Yeah, it's not going to work with those actually. You know, I might save them for somewhere else. I like the idea of them, but then not. I'll tell you what, they might work on here. Oh, I should have had the angle snap on that. Yeah, maybe I can have them on the front of this building instead. I still don't know what they are, what they're doing, but I just kind of like them. Okay, so in that case I can do a bit more here. So if I bring this down like this and then do a bit of copying, I can kind of create a whole field of grass along here. I like this stuff. This is a really nice piece. You see, if you overlap it well, it can look really good. Can actually change the colours of these pieces as well, so I might do a bit of that. No, hang on, let's bring that up and let's come along. Let's do one down there, and then let's come to here. Let's twist it round again, bring it back, lift it up. Yeah, something like that. So what are the colours that I can do on these? These just two types of green, but hang on, no, that's probably that colour that I would want to change. Just wondering if just changing a couple of these like that. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Just mixing up the greens a bit. I think actually these two are probably a bit too green. I don't want them the same green as that. Yeah, maybe I could go even darker rather than lighter. Might look good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I feel like I need some sort of mud or something at the bottom here. I need something to cover up the bottom. Actually, we've got all sorts of leaves and things. So whether I can just do like a montage of leaves down at the bottom here. Actually, let's get rid of them. Yeah, I think this can work if I get enough of the right leaves. Oh, I'm going to have to do a line to surface, aren't I? Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, stuff like this is good. It's a little bit time consuming, but it'll work, I think. So I'll just keep mixing it up. I think I'm sure there were some. Yeah, here we go. Some bigger versions of these leaves as well. Here we go, that's what I wanted. Big leaf. Actually, that probably does need to be at that sort of angle. Like that. Let's just bring that out. And what have we got here? Let's go small. Let's get that twisted round like so. Come back down to the other leaves. What else was there? It's quite a nice looking one. Let's get that in there. We're getting there. See, and then actually I could almost do another little bit of grass at the bottom as well, as the very sort of front layer down here. Will look good, I think. Something like that, and then maybe just one more right over at this end. There's that. Yeah, it's going to have to be in front of that leaf. That leaf, I feel it just needs to. Let's do that, and then let's move that one up a bit as well. Let's just change the colour of that one to pale, and this one to dark. Oh yeah, that looks like fun, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that. You know, I might actually just get one of these over here as well. I think, yeah, there we go. Needs that there, I think, just to finish off the effect. Oh, that's nice and sunny, isn't it? That's definitely the sort of thing that we get in our English zoos. We like to aim things for the children, you know, and children love these sort of big graphics and stuff. So, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That looks good. Okay. So the clock tower here, I guess, is going to need some windows on it. Again, windows, we don't have particularly good windows, unfortunately. Is that backwards? No, it's not. I could have sworn that usually has a bit more colour to it. Okay, what do I like? This is, I guess this is going to be a fairly functional looking part of the building. It doesn't. I don't want it to be too fancy. You know, if I was really building a fancy tower, I'd do lots of stonework on it. But this is just the entrance. I want it to look like this is like a little lofty, attic-y sort of area. I probably won't even do windows on all sides. probably just there, and then maybe this side as well. I think, let's just check, I think they light up at night. Yes, they do. Good, good, good. Okay, that's cool. I just realised I haven't got lighting on this bit yet, so let's have a look at that. And what are all these things that we've got? Ooh, got like a what is that? A badger. Oh, look at that. That's pretty funky, isn't it? A deer, an ibex, a lynx, and a salamander. Interesting. Yeah, I quite like them. Okay, I will bear them in mind. No, what I'm thinking is something like this. It's a pretty basic looking light that I can just attach to the side here, so that it's just lighting up our sign. Let's just check that out. Yeah, there we go. That's all that needs. It's just subtle. Doesn't need to be really bright and in your face. I like that. That's cool. So this bit of the building, this side here, don't really need much here. I'll do some more foliage, I think, basically to cover that, because you're not going to see that from anywhere. It's going to be hidden. I don't want to cover up the sign, of course, but what I'll do is just extend the foliage into this little area here, and then maybe just a couple more trees here to block the view off completely. I think that's all that needs. The tower still needs something, but I'm not sure what. Let's come back to the tower. Let's have a look at this. I need to get some roofing on this side. Just trying to think really what's going to look good over here. So this, yeah, this is going to have a little fake door in it, and just be, I don't know, some sort of storage area or something like that. What I might do some foliage growing up through here. Might look quite nice. But roof-wise, what have we got? Yeah, that's not right at all. I'm not sure what sort of roof. Actually, I'm wondering whether I need to do a proper, you know, this kind of roof, and make it an actual bigger building potentially. Can I colour that one? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, I think that is what it needs, but a different design. Glass, probably not. What is this one? Metal? Ooh, see, the black and the white works quite nicely with them, doesn't it? What's this one? Ooh, that's decent actually, isn't it? No, it doesn't. It's not doing it for me. I tell you, I could duplicate what I did on the other side, or I could go crazy and have something checkered. No, do you know what I am? I'm going to duplicate what I did on the other side, and make a custom roof. I think something like this. Hang on, how's it going? Yeah, I can't have it overhanging on this side because of that. I'll have it overhanging just as much as it can, and I'll have it overhanging a little bit more towards the front and the back. Something like that. And then, it's a shame it doesn't quite fill the whole thing in one, but that's fine. I can do that. And oh, hang on. Let's get all of them selected, right? And then if I'll bring that up. Actually, it's probably a bit too much. Something like that. And then let's take that down. Let's change the colour. Let's take it in and bring it across. Try and make it look. How did I do it over here? Yeah, it was to the edge, back inside, like that. Yeah, that's about right. There we go. And then on this side, it will need to go to about there. Good. Okay. Right. Let's get those highlighted. Okay, that's not too bad. Just trying to look from a distance here. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. It's always tricky when you don't really have a plan. Sometimes things sort of come together naturally, and sometimes you have to just keep on chucking stuff at it and trying to see what works. I'm still not sure. I've got these two things on here, and they're not. I don't think they're working. I think I need windows on there, and then I need some foliage. I want to make it look like offices. I think is the sort of look I'm going for. So I think I'm probably going to go with those same windows again. These are really nice windows. Actually, if I position snap, I can make sure that they're in the middle and they look the right height then. Yeah, they do look good like that. Yeah, and then what I can do, if I come into nature, I can put a nice big plant pot at the bottom. Or, actually, let's have a think. I'll tell you what I can do. Let's get rid of the position snap now. I can actually create a little flower bed down the bottom here with some more topiary. I think will look good. If I bring that along and get it to the same height as that, then it can be like a continuation of that hedge. Only thin, it just needs to do that, I think, along the front here. Bring it out to there. And let's bring that in. Good. I know it's growing out of the pavement a bit there, but you know, that's fine. I can forgive myself for that. Ooh, I'm just wondering. Just thinking outside the box here, whether there's anything I can do with that. No, that's going to be a bit too big. Although actually there are some other cool looking bits of topiary like that. That is cool. I do like that. That could look good actually, couldn't it? Let's just plonk that there for a second. Tell you what I could do is, instead of having it as a flower bed, just make it like a big topiary hedge. Just one big hedge. Like that. And then have it so this is being carved, growing out the top. Let's just sink that in a little bit. Actually, let's just check. Yeah, the antlers. I need to make sure the antlers are far enough out. Nice. Right, let's whoops. Might just need to bring these ones out a bit, like that. Let's just see. Yeah, I should be able to fill the gap in there. There we go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Hang on. Are these overlapping a bit? Yes, they are. Let's just take that along and join that in a bit better. Okay, good. Oh, that looks better, doesn't it? I like that. It's a nice feature at the end there. That looks really cool. And it needs, behind it, and I can never remember where it is, it's going to be in props. It needs a circle on the wall. I'm thinking it needs that lovely Asian piece, doesn't it? The big red circle, whatever that's called. I can never find it. You know I can't. And it's not there. Where is it? Why can I never find it? Okay, it's in here somewhere. There's a whole load of these red pieces. One day I will remember what they're called so I can search them a bit easier. Here they are. Oh, it is Asian, so I should just type in Asia and I know it will come up eventually. Yes, I feel like it just wants a little something behind it, some sort of patterning in here. Actually, I might just want to... Oh no, that does, yeah. If I centralise it with the window there. I don't want it red though. Or do I want it red? I don't want it that. Oh, I don't know, maybe I do want it red. It does show up nicely being red, doesn't it? Let's have a look. What else is there? This is a very nice piece. If I can kind of mingle it all together. Whoops, helps if you have the angle snap on. Actually, do you know what? I think I'll put that. Yeah, that needs to be up like that. Oh, I might just have to bring that window out a tiny bit to cover that up. I can work on that. Let's just turn this round and get that at the bottom as well. Yeah, that looks nice. Just want to even that out a bit. Let's just see if I can just bring these windows out a tiny bit more, just that red's covered up. Let's just make sure they're not floating. No, that's fine. That's good. I like that. It kind of just highlights the thing in front of it. You know, the stag, doesn't it? Cool. Oh, I suppose what I could also then do actually, which is what I was sort of planning on doing originally, is a bit of wisteria growing on this outside edge here. Something like let's have a look what we got. Something like that, and then get some coming across the top here. I think that would look really nice. Yeah, that looks good. I do love this wisteria. It's a lovely plant in real life. I actually have a wisteria growing in my back garden. I have two, in fact. I have no idea if they flower. Obviously, I've only lived in this house 6 months now, so it's not been the right season for them to flower, but I'm hoping they flower really nicely like this. We shall see. Cool, look at that. That's looking a bit nicer now, isn't it? A bit more welcoming. Good, we're getting there. We are getting there. Still not sure about this tower. I like the idea of it. I'm just not convinced that it's quite right yet. I still feel like it needs something. It may just be that I need to put more windows and then do a bit of detailing. It probably is exactly what I need to do. Just not too sure what yet. Not convinced by this red actually. Let's just before I go, let's just have a look at this. Can't actually highlight that piece. There we go. The red is not working for me. Black, yeah. Black works because it works with the windows above it actually. That's nice, I like that, yeah. In fact, what I'm just going to do is, just before I call the episode to an end, is, where is my little blueprint that I've made? There it is. This is my little blueprint, which I often use whenever I want to make it look like there's something written about something. I kind of like the idea that this is like a bit of topiary of an animal that used to live here, maybe, or something like that. You know, like they used to have a famous stag who died, and now they've made this piece of topiary, which is like a little remembrance thing for him. I like that. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? I love this little piece that I designed. It's a very helpful little piece. It just looks like there's a bit of writing on there. Okay, good. We are getting there. It's slow progress, but you know, that's how I play. I don't rush anything in this game. Cool. Yeah, that's coming along nicely now. I like these flat roofs actually. I think that they work quite nicely. Obviously you need to do something back here, not sure what yet. Needed a bit of writing on the back of this, and obviously this needs a bit of decoration, and the tower still needs finishing off as well. So yeah, plenty to do, and then I will move into the zoo and try and work out what our first animal is going to be. I've already had quite a few suggestions actually from you guys. I like the idea of a fox. That was one of the suggestions. Let's just have a look. What have we got fox wise? Yeah, it's the red fox. So this is our traditional UK red fox. I suspect it's found in various places around Europe. What's it say? Yeah, Europe, Asia, North America. Oh, it's all over the place, yeah. But so this is our nice wild red fox, which I really like the idea of having in the zoo. You wouldn't usually find them in a zoo because obviously they are just wild animals in England here. But it could easily be that they're like a rescue. If I have a pair of them, maybe they're a rescued pair. They got run over, so they're not allowed to be released back to the wild. So they're keeping them in the zoo here, something like that. I'm more than happy doing that sort of thing. You do find that a lot in England. Actually, I'll tell you a quick story before I call the episode to an end. I do apologise if you find this boring, but it was actually quite exciting. There was a place near us called the Rare Breeds Centre, where they look after all sorts of rare breeds from around the UK, basically. Now they adopted 2 pigs. Now these pigs escaped from an abattoir, so they were due to be slaughtered for meat, and these two pigs, they're Tamworth pigs. This must have been about 20 years ago now. They escaped from the abattoir and went on the run. It was a really big story at the time. It was hilarious because everyone was chasing them down through the wilds of the southeast here, and they went on the run for about a week, I think, just hiding. And they stuck together, which was the nice thing, that these 2 pigs they escaped and got away. And when they were eventually recaptured, the Rare Breed Centre phoned up the abattoir and said, "Look, don't slaughter these pigs. They obviously have a will to live. We will take them and we will buy them off you and look after them and give them a home here at the Rare Breed Centre." So they did. They were known as the Tamworth 2. Because they'd made the local papers and everything, and they escaped and they were recaptured, and then they were given a home in the Rare Breed Centre where they lived a long and happy life. In fact, they may even still be alive. They were alive last time I went down, which was about 5 years ago, so I have no idea if they're still there. But they so they were a real success story. It was lovely. So every time I went down to this place, I saw the Tamworth 2. You can look it up on Google, Tamworth 2. I promise you there'll be all sorts of interesting stories about them on there. So we do that sort of thing in the UK. You know, we have these nice sort of sympathy stories for animals that have escaped or been injured or whatever. So we are definitely well into that sort of thing. So yes, so I may well do some of that. But yeah, please, that's your homework. Go and look up the Tamworth 2. 2 pigs that escaped and survived. Yeah, it's a great story. Anyway, I'm going to call the episode to an end there. So thank you very much for joining me. Please do hit the like button if you've enjoyed the episode, and please keep all your thoughts and suggestions coming. I am slightly not happy with some of the work I've done today, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Who knows what I'll do. I may redesign some of this front section because it's not quite coming together how I wanted. We'll decide in the next episode. I'll go away, I'll give it some thought, and I'll come back. It may be that the inspiration possibly isn't quite there, so I may move into the park and do some work in there, and then come back to this entrance building, because it's not, bits of it I like, but it's not quite coming together how I want. So yeah, we'll see. But you know, unfortunately that's what happens in this game. You don't get everything right first time, unfortunately. So yeah, there we go. Right, so anyway, thank you very much. Please do join me in the next episode. I will attempt to get another episode out tomorrow. I'm kind of recording these one at a time, one day ahead of releasing them at the moment, because I'm just a little bit tight for time, but hopefully over the weekend I can get a couple more episodes done. And I will also look into doing the tutorials that Steve suggested. A video or two just about some of the basics of how to use all the different controls and whatever in the game. I will look into that as well. But for now, there we are, all done. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Do take care.